Brooklyn. It's time to get loud. Say it with me. This is Monster Jam!
Brooklyn, the time has come for our very first event of very first competition of the event, JCB Racing. Our 8 Monster Jam superstars have been seeded into a bracket based on a random draw. The winner of this round will move on to the semifinals and be that much closer to the racing championship. All right, Barclays Center, let me hear you. Who's ready for JCB Racing?
In the black lane, make some noise for Angelina Knock in Megalodon. Taking on her opponent in the red lane, Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy. Our first matchup here in the JCB Racing competition, 2 drivers and only one of them will cross that finish line first, securing their spot in the semifinal round. 2 drivers and only one spot. They both prepare to go green. Your winner is Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy. Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy takes out Megalodon, securing that first spot in the semifinal round. Take another look at it on the Super Glued to the Action replay. Both these drivers tight and careful around those corners, but it's Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy to cross that finish line first. Our next matchup is on the track, preparing to race here in the black lane. Make some noise for Matt Cody in Gravedigger. Taking on his opponent in the red lane, Triton Robbins in Crazy Train. Who's got the guts, the gas, and the grip to take the win here in the second matchup in the JCB Racing competition? Each one of these drivers having a win in the JCB Racing competition before, Crazy Train with 2 and Gravedigger with 1. Let's go green! Your winner is Triton Robbins in Crazy Train. Matt Cody in Gravedigger is quick, but not quick enough. Triton Robbins in Crazy Train takes him out in the second matchup here in the JCB Racing competition. Take a look, a close call indeed, but being tight around those corners, that can really cost or get the win. Our third matchup here in the JCB Racing competition pulls to the line in the black lane. Give it up for Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash. She's taking on her opponent in the red lane, John Zimmer in Zombie. Two racers at heart pull to the line here in our third matchup in the JCB Racing competition. We've got the potential for more Monster Jam history being made here in Barclays Center. Let's prepare to go green! Your winner is Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash! Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash moves on to the semifinal round. One spot remains in the semifinal round and two drivers battle it out. Our final matchup pulls to the line in the first round of JCB Racing. Let me hear you for our competitor in the black lane, Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco. Taking on the competitor with the best racing average on the series, it's John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. One spot remains in the semifinal round and two drivers fight for that spot right here in this matchup. There's only room for one. Will the odds be in El Toro Loco's favor, or will it go to our racing champ? Keep your eyes on the racing lights at the end of the arena, either side. We've got first set of amber lights for those drivers to get set. That second set of amber lights for them to get on their mark. In Brooklyn, you know what it means. When we see that light, go green! Your winner is John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. Take a look at the super glue glued to the action replay. Trouble for El Toro Loco on the track. A little issue there with that start. We'll get word from our pit reporter Hannah Newhouse if that's anything to do with that truck. But in the racing competition, we're here at the mercy of our drivers. Let's check out how that round one is shaped out so far. Take a look at the video board for the JCB Racing competition bracket as we have determined the four fastest drivers that are moving on to the semifinal round. We saw Montana Robbins and Plain Crazy take out Megalodon, and it will actually be Montana Robbins and Plain Crazy taking on Triton Robbins in Crazy Train. We got a battle of the brothers there in semifinals in our first matchup. An interesting one indeed, but we'll also see Sparkle Smash battle it out with Terminal Velocity. Those two drivers were in the final round yesterday, so a really exciting semifinal round here, a battle of the Robbins brothers, as well as a rematch of our final round of racing. It could be anybody's game moving on into the semifinals.
Monster Jam fans, the time has come for the JCB semifinal round. We started with 8 Monster Jam superstars, and now we're down to the fastest final 4. Let me hear you. Who's ready for the JCB semifinal round?
If you think the winner of this race is going to be Triton Robbins in Crazy Train, let me hear you. But if you think the winner is going to be his brother, Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy, make some noise! Big brother versus little brother right here in the track in the semifinal round. An exciting turn of events. Crazy Train holding 2 JCB Racing wins with Plain Crazy holding at 1. A battle of the brothers. Let's go green! Looks like we got a false start due to a racing light malfunction. I mentioned those lights earlier in round one of the JCB racing competition. These lights are used as a mechanism to communicate with our drivers. We talked about that first set of amber lights, what they mean, and exactly how that cues each driver to put their foot on that throttle. So check it out. On either end of the arena, you've got our racing lights. You're going to see that first set of amber lights illuminate. It's just like when we race our siblings, we say, on your mark. That's exactly what that is. To get set is the second set of amber lights. These drivers, watch out for this. Both lights need to happen at the exact same time for us to conduct a fair race. So we've restaged, reset. We got the first set of amber lights. Second set, let's go green! Too close to call. We got to take a look at the super glue glued to the action replay. Hearing back from our officials, they're reviewing that footage right now to see which one of these brothers had their BKT tires cross that finish line first. Could come within inches of each other. Check it out on the board right now. Coming around that final corner. I just got word, Montana Robbins and Plain Crazy moves on to the final round. Barclays Center, as we move on to the next matchup here in the semifinals. Let me hear you if you think the winner is going to be Jamie Sullivan in a Sparkle Smash. But if you think the winner is going to be John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity, let me hear you. A repeat of our final round in racing yesterday in the JCB racing competition. Only room for one. Let's go, green! Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity.
Barclays Center, we have reached the JCB Racing Finals. We started with 8, now we're down to the fastest 2 who will race to be crowned the racing champion and get those first 8 points of the event. All right, let me hear you. Who's ready to meet your JCB final round contenders?
He's a second-generation driver, battled his way to the finals. Make some noise for Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy. Once again, here in the final round of racing with the best racing record here in the series, give it up for John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. Two trucks, 2 drivers, and only 1 spot for our winner. Only one of them could crown the 8 points available here in the JCB Racing. John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity finds himself in a familiar place, being in the JCB Racing Finals. Found himself here last night and again here today. Looking to take the racing win again, but will Montana Robbins and Plain Crazy stand in his way? Keep your eyes on those racing lights at either end of the arena as we prepare to go green. Robbins in Plain Crazy. Barclays Center, give it up for your racing winner. He just earned the first 8 points of the event. Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy takes home his second ever JCB Racing win of the series. He takes out the driver with the best racing record here on the series. We're going to get to hear from the winner himself. Brooklyn, your very first competition winner. Make some noise for Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy.
Barclays Center, put your hands together for your JCB Racing winner, Montana Robbins. You went up against undoubtedly the best guy right now in JCB Racing and took home the competition win. What was working for you out there?
You know what? Racing all 7 of these great Monster Jam trucks over here, these are the best of the best drivers. You know, from my brother to Little John, everybody here is just stacked competition. This track is awesome. It's super slippery, but tacky in spots. It makes it a lot of fun for us. And guess what? We're just getting started out here.
Statistically, racing's kind of always been a toss-up for you, but don't worry. We have 3 more competitions in which you excel at. What are you looking forward to, and what can we expect out of Plain Crazy the rest of the evening?
Like I was saying before, the crazier you great Monster Jam fans get, and the more I see your arms out wide doing the plane, the crazier I'm going to get out here on this Monster Jam track and just keep tearing it down.
Brooklyn, put your hands together for your first competition winner of the afternoon. That is Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy.
An exciting first competition already underway. Let's take a look at the BKT overall event leaderboard. We've got Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy taking that first place spot with a total of 8 points. This is a great way for you Monster Jam fans to see exactly how the point breakdown works. It's John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity holding out a total of 7 points, putting him in second place. And then if you take a look there, we've got a 2-way tie for third and a 4-way tie for fifth place there. Crazy Train and Sparkle Smash holding out that tie for third place, both with a total of 4. The remaining competitors holding a total of 2 points here in the competition. But we are just getting started. And you know what? This is the time to get excited, Brooklyn, because you are officially becoming a Monster Jam judge here. We're going to be counting on you to score at judgeszone.com for our next competition coming up. It's the 2-wheel skills competition. We're going to see some crazy maneuvers that have made Monster Jam a worldwide phenomenon. So stay tuned because we're going to have the driver's destiny in your hands.
What's up, Monster Jam fans? I'm here in the stands because it is time for the Monster Jam Mini Jams race. And I've got Rhiannon over here who's gonna help me out and represent one of our Mini Jams Monster Jam trucks. All right, so here's the way it's gonna work. You're gonna look up at the video screen. There's gonna be 3 options for Monster Jam trucks. You have to pick which one you think is gonna win the race. You got it? All right, do you have a pick already? You thinking about it? All right, what is your official Mini Jams pick?
Gravedigger.
Gravedigger. All right, our Monster Jam trucks are to the line, and they're off. Gravedigger's coming out strong. Smart pick, Rhiannon. There we go. Megalodon is trying to make a move. We got Toro Loco trying to make another move out here. Megalodon's in last. What's going on? Talk to me.
Ooh, it's a tough race so far.
Megalodon's in last. Gravedigger's trying to sneak up forward, going around the curve. I think you're going to have to make a move right here. Are you still confident in your pick?
Yeah.
Do you need to change your pick? Or are you gonna stick with Gravedigger?
Gravedigger all the
Gravedigger all the way! Gravedigger won the race. Great job picking our winner. Give me 5. Awesome job for picking our winner. You know what? I've got a special prize for you. Your very own Monster Jam truck plushie. Great job, Rhiannon. Back to you guys. Let's get back to more Monster Jam action.
Brooklyn, now's your opportunity. It's time for the two-wheel skills challenge. We're moving on to our second competition here in our event, and it's your first opportunity to become an official Monster Jam judge using your smartphones and judgezone.com. Carlos, you got to get these fans ready to become the official judges of our competition.
That's right. Here, you're not just spectators, you're official fan judges. Remember to go to judgezone.com or scan that QR code up on the board when these ribbon boards all around the arena go red. That means you have 20 seconds to lock in those scores. I think you guys are ready. Let me hear it. Who's ready for the two-wheel skills challenge?
He's in that black and green wrecking machine. Let's hear it for Matt Cody in Gravedigger.
Scoring is open. Scoring is open. Let's make some noise for Matt Cody in Gravedigger. Judgezone.com. Score now.
Teetering on the edge, but never backing down, Matt Cody in Gravedigger kicks us off in the two-wheel skills competition in a perfect way, coming out there, making these maneuvers look easy. Take a look at the super glue glued to the action replay. He's able to go into a stoppie, into a moonwalk across the pod, showing these competitors exactly how it's done and setting the bar high for our two-wheel skills competition. But in just a few seconds, we're going to have that official score locked in, taking the average of the scores that you've submitted here in Barclay Center to set the bar for Matt Cody and Gravedigger and the rest of the competition here in the two-wheel skills. We got the scores locked in. Let's check it out. The score for Matt Cody in Gravedigger is... it's a 7.483. That is the score to beat. Up next, let's see those Toro horns in the air for Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco.
Scoring is open. Make some noise for Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco. Judgeszone.com, locking those scores right now.
Brooklyn, we saw Fernando Martinez absolutely turn up the heat in the competition, pulling off a stoppie into a moonwalk up the pod. We saw him pull off a combo, a nose pick wheelie. I mean, Fernando Martinez is coming for the rest of the competition. We may just have some new El Toro Loco fans in Barclays Center here. Take a look at the Super Glue glued to the action replay. Absolutely insane action, but let's see what you thought. The score for Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco is... That's a 9.268. We have a new leader. Up next, it's your JCB Racing winner. It's Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy.
Scoring is open, scoring is open. Let's make some noise for Plain Crazy. Judgeszone.com, Judgeszone.com, lock in your scores right now.
Montana Robbins and Plain Crazy, feeling good after that racing win, claiming those 8 points, coming confident into the two-wheel skills competition, able to make 2 successful attempts, which is exactly what we're looking for. He pops that Monster Jam truck up on 2 BKT tires, making it look easy, takes the moonwalk up the pod, lots of control, lots of precision, but we're gonna see exactly what you guys thought, locking your scores in now. We got the official score. Let's check it out. The score for Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy is... It's a 5.693. For right now, that's good enough for 3rd place. Up next, she's bringing some magic to the competition. It's Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash.
Scoring is open. Let's make some noise for that incredible save in Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash. Judgeszone.com, locking your scores right now.
Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash has said it's time to party here in Barclays Center. Check it out on the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. So much control has to happen here in that truck for us to even see a save like that in this competition. So curious to see how you scored that at Judgeszone.com. Jamie Sullivan is counting on you to submit your scores, and we're gonna see if that crazy save was enough. Let's check it out. We got the scores locked in. The score for Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash is a solid score, 7.910. Right now, that's good enough for 2nd place. Next up, he's calling for his conductors in the stands. It's Triton Robbins in a Crazy Train. Brooklyn, he's scoping out his second attempt.
Scores are open. One more time, make some noise. Triton Robbins in Crazy Train. Judgeszone.com, locking your scores right now.
Triton Robbins in a Crazy Train, looking to turn up the heat here in the competition, coming out with 2 successful attempts, going for a combo on that second attempt. Check him out, he's proud of that run. There's no stopping this runaway train here in the two-wheel skills competition. Triton Robbins coming out with, again, 2 successful attempts, able to complete them both here, and looking to set himself apart from the competition. Let's check out the scores because we got them locked in. The score for Triton Robbins in Crazy Train is... It's a solid score of a 7.654 right now. That's good enough for 3rd place. Let's see those zombie arms in the crowd. Make some noise for John Zimmer in Zombie. Scoping out that spot for his second attempt.
Scoring is open, scoring is open. One more time, give it up for John Zimmer Sr. in Zombie. Judgeszone.com, Judgeszone.com, locking your scores.
A jaw-dropping performance from John Zimmer in Zombie in the two-wheel competition here, but looking to turn up the heat, taking a risk with that second attempt. You see him really carefully try to calculate out that maneuver, looking to try and get it on the track, but those BKT tires look like they couldn't get that proper bite. The track's looking a little dry, but John Zimmer's definitely the driver to take that risk, to pull off that maneuver. We got the scores locked in. Let's check it out. The score for John Zimmer in Zombie is... It's a 5.622 right now. That's good enough for 6th place. Up next, it's his son. Make some noise for John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. Brooklyn, he still has one attempt remaining.
Scoring is open. One more time, make some noise. John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity. Judgeszone.com, scan that QR code, get those scores locked in.
Brooklyn, can you see why we call him the Combo King? John Zimmer Jr. coming in terminal velocity, able to pull off two combo moves here with both attempts, both successful here in the competition. He's got to set himself apart from the rest of the competition. Looking to do so here. We saw him go into a nose wheelie, into a wheelie. So much precision, so much control. Let's check out what you thought. The score for John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity is a solid score. It's an 8.934. Right now, that's good enough for second place.
Scoring is open. Make some noise for Angelina Knock in Megalodon. Scan that QR code, lock in your scores right now.
This shark is not looking for water. She's out here hunting for trophies. Angelina Knock coming in as the final competitor, a tough spot to be in the two-wheel skills competition, but coming out with two really successful, confident moves here in her attempts. She's hoping that you bring her to the top with your scores. A tough spot, but she tackles it like an absolute champ here in the two-wheel skills competition, proving exactly why she belongs behind the wheel of that apex predator. We got the score locked in. Let's check it out. The score for Angelina Knock in Megalodon is... It's a 7.352, a solid score, good enough for 6th place. Brooklyn, that means your winner of the two-wheel skills competition is Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco. For the 2nd time in Barclays Center, he is crowned your two-wheel skills champion. 8 points are added to his score as he knocks another win under his belt. We're going to get to hear from the winner himself, but give it up one more time, Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco.
And Fernando, you're getting pretty familiar with coming up here, standing and talking to me on the pod, especially after Two-Wheel Skills Challenge went out there. Had a phenomenal combination. Is it the crowd that's hyping you up that you're really just feeling Barclays Center, or is the confidence just there this weekend?
I feel an obligation to these Brooklyn fans. After last night, they showed so much love to El Toro Loco. Just the mere mention of these guys, they get loud, they get rowdy, so I knew I had to come out here. Yeah, there they are, they're coming alive. I knew I had to come out here and do something for you guys. We were working with the broken truck, our right rear axle. In fact, I think we're hearing it might be our 3rd member is out. So we were trying to do whatever we could. It worked out for us. Brooklyn, you loved it. I love you back.
Now, I've heard that you're going to keep that 3rd member, even though it may be a little bit broken. We've got Sky Wheelies coming up next, which is a little hard on equipment. How are you feeling about that? And we saw you send some pretty big air last night during Sky Wheelies. Do you back that up here today?
You know, we take the good with the bad. I'll take this as a learning lesson. I've never had to do a sky wheelie with a broken truck, so we'll see what happens. As long as it's cool, that's all that matters. So, Brooklyn, whenever El Toro Loco is out on the track, you better have your cameras out because it's gonna get crazy.
There's no doubt El Toro Loco knows how to send it, especially here in Barclays Center. Brooklyn, put your hands together one more time for Fernando Martinez, driver of El Toro Loco, and your Two-Wheel Skills Challenge winner.
So much action has already ensued, and we are only 2 competitions in to our event. You know what, Brooklyn? I think it's time for Monster Jam halftime. Feel free to use this time to get up, stretch your legs, check out the concourse. Not only have we got food and snacks, but we've got Monster Jam merchandise. If you want an opportunity to take a piece of Monster Jam home with you, check it out. We've got so much to offer on the concourse, but you're going to want to make your way back to your seats at the end of halftime because we got so much action headed your way. We've got Hannah Newhouse coming to us with our halftime report presented by Northern Tool and Equipment. And then also we've got the stars of freestyle motocross. They're going to come compete in the best trick competition, which you'll be the judge of. And of course, we've got our 2 Monster Jam competitions still to come, and only 1 overall event championship still to be crowned. So enjoy Monster Jam halftime. Get up, stretch your legs, but you'll want to make your way back to your seat to not want to miss a single part of our Monster Jam action here in Barclays Center. Barclays Center, I'm going to need you to get real loud for these 4 daredevils. Please welcome the stars of freestyle motocross. Make some noise for Kenny Haskell, Brent Schwalm, TJ Tiffany, and Mike Angerman.
Keaton, if our fans here in Barclays Center didn't have it good enough with 8 of the best Monster Jam drivers, well, we just won up the stakes. We've got 4 of the best FMX riders joining us here in Barclays Center this afternoon. But here's how it works, fans. The louder you get, the bigger these guys throw tricks. At the end, of course, we get the best trick where you get the opportunity to vote on who you think kicked the best trick here in Barclays Center. And then they have even more planned for you as they do their FMX trains at the tail end of it. So Barclays Center, this is how it works. The louder you get, every single time these guys hit the ramps, the bigger the tricks they go. Are you ready for some FMX tricks? We've got riders hailing from all across the country joining us here this afternoon. They're going to give us a couple what they call their warm-up rides here, and then of course it all leads up to their best trick. The first rider hitting the ramp, putting it together from Boston, Massachusetts, that is Kenny Haskell. Kenny sets the bar with some pretty big air, making sure he feels comfortable because listen, I got to see this yesterday and these guys showed up and show out. Put it together from Richland, Pennsylvania, Brett Schwalm. After that is Mays Landing, New Jersey. That is Mike Angerman. Guys, this is just the warm-up for our FMX riders. They're going to keep showing up and showing out. And last but not least, from Orlando, Florida, that is TJ Tiffany. All right, what do you guys think, Barclays Center? Can they go bigger? Can they go better? You got to get loud. Oh, Kenny Haskell with a seat grab, a Superman. Brett Schwalm watched that trick and said, I think I can one-up you. He takes the ramp for his second warm-up. Kids, do not try this at home. Leave this to the professionals. Mom would not like that. Mike Angerman one-ups them even more, but TJ Tiffany, he's got the pressure here on the second round of these warm-up tricks. I think I've seen that pose before. TJ Tiffany really setting the standard here for these guys. Of course, they travel up and down the road with each other throughout the course of the year, and they keep these tricks a secret before they hit them. They don't want the other riders to know what they are going to send here. All right, they're working through their last round here of these warm-ups. Barclays Center, I need you to get loud for these riders as they prepare for some of their best tricks. What do you guys think about that? All right, Brooklyn, you guys are professionals at this by now. These riders are going to come up here. They're going to join me at the top, and we're going to send them one by one up the ramp. They're going to give us their best tricks. And, of course, you guys know the drill. How you have to do it is you get to vote, judgeszones.com, just like you've been voting for our Monster Jam drivers. When they throw that trick for us, you're going to go ahead and give them their score. We'll lock it in, and then we will crown a best trick here at Barclays Center. FMX riders, are you guys ready here for the best trick? Brooklyn, are you guys ready to see these guys give it their all here in Barclays Center?
We're kicking off the best trick competition with our first rider. Make some noise for Kenny Haskell. Kenny Haskell is from Boston, Massachusetts. He's been riding with Monster Jam since 2013. Today, he comes to the best trick competition, bringing you all of his talent in Barclays Center on his Yamaha YZ. One more time, give it up for Kenny Haskell.
Kenny kicks it off the bat with a backflip. Scores are open.
A tough spot to be in the best trick competition going first, but no skin off his back. Kenny Haskell tackles at that first attempt, looking textbook perfect with a backflip. Check it out on the Super Glued to the Action replay. They're out there making this stuff look easy. Some major air in there as well. So lock in those scores. Kenny Haskell to go first, counting on you to lock in your scores at judgeszone.com. This is going to set the bar for the rest of the competition. We got the official score locked in. The score for Kenny Haskell is a solid score at 8.958. That is your score to beat. Up next, make some noise for our next rider. It's Brent Schwalm. Brent Schwalm is from Richland, Pennsylvania. He's toured internationally, performing in places like Japan. He's been riding a freestyle motocross since 2004, and he's been a part of our Monster Jam family since 2010. Today, he's bringing you his best trick on his Yamaha YZ250. One more time, give it up for Brent Schwalm.
All right, scores are open. Monster Jam fans, lock in your scores right now for Brent Schwalm.
Brent Schwalm coming in with an exotic for his best trick in the best trick competition. Definitely looking to take Kenny Haskell out of the running with that top score right now. But check it out in the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. So much quick movement has to happen in order for that trick to be pulled off, and it was pulled off perfectly right here in the best trick. So lock in your scores, judgeszone.com. We got the official score. Let's check it out. The score for Brent Schwalm is... It's a solid score of 7.326. That is good enough for second place. Up next, make some noise for our next rider, Mike Angerman.
Come on, Barclays Center, you got to get loud for these riders. They are putting their best out here for you this afternoon in Brooklyn.
Mike Angerman is from Mays Landing, New Jersey. He's been riding with Monster Jam for 15 years. He has ridden freestyle motocross all over the world, taking his freestyle motocross talents international. Today, he's bringing you his best trick on his KTM 250. One more time, it's Mike Angerman.
The scores are now open. Another backflip here this afternoon in Best Trick. Lock in your scores, Brooklyn.
Mike Angerman tackling the backflip, major speed on the approach, huge air. Looks like he's gunning for our first rider, Kenny Haskell, looking to take the lead. 4 friends, but 4 competitors on the track, and only one of them can walk away with the title of Best Trick winner. You're the judges, just like for our Monster Jam trucks, but right now, you've got to decide. Did Mike Angerman do enough to knock Kenny Haskell out of the running with that top score? It's up to you. Lock in your scores now. We got the official score. Let's check it out. The score for Mike Angerman is another solid score, but an 8.831 right now is good enough for second place. Brooklyn, our final rider, make some noise for TJ Tiffany. TJ Tiffany is from Orlando, Florida. He's an international stunt rider, and he's been a part of some of the highest grossing movies in America, such as Bad Boys for Life and Avengers Endgame. You might even catch him on this season of Outer Banks. But today, he's bringing you all his talent on his Kawasaki KX450. TJ Tiffany!
He backs it up. The scores are open, Brooklyn. Go ahead and put your scores in right now for TJ Tiffany.
TJ Tiffany, proud of his best trick out on the track last to go in the competition, but did he do enough to knock out Kenny Haskell, or will Kenny Haskell walk away with the win? Score right now at judgeszone.com. You're choosing the best trick winner here. TJ Tiffany looking fearless out on the track, coming in with a smooth, slow, high backflip for his best trick in the best trick competition. Only a few seconds left for you to get your scores locked in. Let's check it out. We got the current score to beat right now held by Kenny Haskell. It's a score of an 8.958. The score for TJ Tiffany is second place by 1/1000th of a point. A close competition, but Brooklyn, that means your winner of the best trick competition is Kenny Haskell.
Man, and that's got to burn just a little bit for TJ Tiffany, but that's not all here for you guys in the FMX Riders. You've got even more in store for our fans here at Brooklyn. Tell us what's about to happen.
Oh man, we're having so much fun out here. You guys are so loud. You having fun or what?
All right. The boys and I, we're going to get together. We're going to do something called FMX trains, where we're going to get as close as we can, try to get us all up in the air at the same time. I want you guys to clap your hands, stomp your feet, make some noise for the boys.
All right, Brooklyn, put it together. These guys are going to get as close as they can to each other, one after the other here on the ramps in the center of the Barclay Center, and still give us their best tricks. They get 3 go-arounds during these FMX trains, and the louder you get each and every time, the bigger they go. Barclay Center, are you guys ready for the FMX trains?
Hannah, we've only had one event in Barclay Center here, but I got some news for all the Monster Jam fans. Yesterday's crowd was super loud. I want to see if everyone here can outdo yesterday. We got 3 trains in this grand finale. You heard Hannah say it. Hannah, how does it sound from down there? You think they're going to be loud enough?
I think they better prove it, and here's your chance. Brent Schwalm up first. Then goes TJ Tiffany, Kenny Haskell, and Mike Angerman. Brooklyn, what did you think about that? They get 2 more attempts. How'd you feel about that first one? Can they go bigger? Keaton, I think they need to get a little louder.
I think they can too, Hannah. Let's see. Brooklyn, I want all of New York to know it is time for FMX Grand Finale. Let me hear you.
They get 1 more go at this. Barclay Center, we've brought you the best here this afternoon with the FMX train.
These riders want you to get louder.
They line up for 1 more shot here at an FMX train. We thank you so much, Brooklyn, for coming here this afternoon. Brent Schwalm's going to lead them off here for the final train of the afternoon. Barclay Center, put your hands together for our FMX riders. We brought you the best all the way here to Brooklyn. They showed up, they showed out with backflips and tricks that, once again, children, do not try at home. Leave it to the professionals. But Kenny Haskell, he's going to join me here because you guys voted him best trick winner. Hot out of the gate, a backflip. Did you have that planned, and what was the execution there to one-up your other riders here that you maybe knew were going to throw a backflip as well?
Well, I think going first was probably my best shot for sure. You know, the first one's always the most exciting. But man, this is great. This is almost a packed house. This is awesome. You guys are so loud, we can barely hear our bikes. So, man, I give it up to you guys out here in the crowd. This is great.
When you guys get ready to line up for those best tricks, and especially the FMX trains, and you hear the crowd, does that encourage you guys to go a little bit crazier?
Oh, most definitely. Like, we vibe off of you guys for sure. The energy in here is just unbelievable. New York in general, you guys are awesome. This is great. I love it here. We're going to have some fun tonight for sure.
Now, I know you guys keep your tricks a secret from each other before you come out here because you want that upper hand. But at the end of the day, this is a family sport with Monster Jam as the drivers. You guys have SMX riders. How cool is it to come up here and show up and do these big tricks for the young guns and the families and those that maybe even want to get involved in FMX riding?
Well, I mean, ever since I was a little kid, I've been coming to Monster Jam. And like it, obviously, like we're trying to, you know, live our dreams for sure, and we definitely are. Like it's just been great just to see how well like everybody just gets together, and like we mesh really good together, and we have a good group of guys that we all trust one another too. Because I mean, it's a little sketchy what we're doing for sure, but you know, you definitely got to trust each other, and you know, we learn a lot from each other. We push each other, and it's been part of my life. So I'm just glad to be able to make this my job for sure.
Well, congratulations to Kenny Haskell. You guys voted him best trick this afternoon at Barclay Center. One more time, Brooklyn, for Kenny Haskell, as well as the rest of our FMX riders.
A fantastic way to close out our halftime, but it's time to get back to the Monster Jam action. Check out the BKT overall event leaderboard. Tuning back into our Monster Jam action, it's John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity holding out that first place spot with 14 points. Check it out, our three-way tie for second place between El Toro Loco, Plain Crazy, and Sparkle Smash. And Crazy Train holding out the fifth place spot with a total of 9 points. You can see Gravedigger finding himself in 6th, Megalodon in 7th, and Zombie in 8th. But like I said, 16 more points to be claimed. Our next competition coming up is going to be the Sky Wheelie competition. Once again, Brooklyn, you will be the judges using judgeszone.com. In the Sky Wheelie, we want to see some major air, and we want to see verticality. We want to see that 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck completely vertical above the pod. And remember, drivers only get one attempt. So we've got more Monster Jam action headed your way with the Sky Wheelie competition coming up soon.
Monster Jam fans, I'm here in the stands, once again coming at you with another giveaway. This one is brought to you by Spin Master. And I've got a decked out fan in Sparkle Smash gear. Can you tell us what your name is?
Julia!
Julia! Shout out to Julia. Are you ready to play a game?
Yeah!
Are you having fun today?
Yeah!
Well, we're gonna have some more fun. You're gonna look up at the video screen and a Monster Jam trivia question is gonna appear on the screen. Your goal is you gotta get this question right to get the prize. Champion. Brooklyn, who's ready for the Monster Jam Sky Wheelies competition?
Put your hands together for our first competitor, John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity.
Scoring is now open. Give it up one more time. John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity. Judgeszone.com. Score now. Score now.
What a way to start the competition. John Zimmer Jr. comes out hot out of the gate for terminal velocity. Major air in that Sky Wheelie. If that's the wow factor you're looking for, you're going to want to give that one a high score. A few seconds, but you guys are professionals at judgeszone.com. A tough job to start off the competition, but a competitor as fearless as John Zimmer Jr. definitely shows that proves nothing. So we got the official score locked in. Let's take a look. The score for John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity is a 7.259. That is the score to beat. Up next, he's looking for those zombie arms in the stands. Give it up for John Zimmer in Zombie.
into the air. Give it up for John Zimmer Sr. in Zombie. Judgeszone.com, judgeszone.com, score now.
Check it out in the Super Glue Glue to the Action replay. Such a cool view, slow down there. And John Zimmer in Zombie, showing exactly how he's had so much experience behind the wheel, pulling off a perfect sky wheelie here. Second to go in the competition, following up his son. But here on the track, he's looking to take him out. So lock in your scores at judgeszone.com. John Zimmer in Zombie, second to go here in the Sky Wheelie competition. You choose if that wow factor was enough for you. Let's check it out. The score for John Zimmer in Zombie is... Brooklyn, that's a new leader, a 7.959. That is the score to beat. Up next, let's see those crazy horns for Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco.
Scoring is open. Give it up for Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco. Judgeszone.com, get those scores locked in.
Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco, taking the Sky Wheelie win yesterday, looking to do the same thing here today in the competition. He looks a little frustrated with that run, but you know what? I know those El Toro Loco fans, their pride runs deep for the competition. He's a tough competitor, tough on himself, but took the win yesterday, like I said. Definitely looking to have a repeat of that event, taking the win for 2 competitions here in a row. He's got the chance to do it, but we got the scores locked in, so let's check it out. The score for Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco is... It's a 5.504 right now. That's good enough for 3rd place. Up next, he's looking for his conductors in the stands. Make some noise for Triton Robbins in a Crazy Train.
Scoring is open. Scoring is open. One more time. Let's hear it. Triton Robbins in Crazy Train. Judgeszone.com. Lock in those scores.
Clear the tracks because Triton Robin in a Crazy Train is looking to take the win. Triton definitely comes out confident here in the Sky Wheelie competition. Check it out on the Super Glue Glue to the Action replay. Launches that train up into the air. We almost see him get completely vertical. You've got the job right now to lock in your scores at Judges Zone. We're going to see if he did enough to knock out Zombie from that top score. Let's check it out. The score for Triton Robbins in Crazy Train is... It's a 6.473 right now. That's good enough for third place. I just got word from our officials. We put Angelina Knock in Megalodon on the 60-second clock. If you're a first time here at Monster Jam, that 60-second clock is put on. Usually if there's something going on with that truck, we've got 60 seconds in the competition to see if our UNOH technicians, her crew, and team can get Megalodon fired up and ready to go for the competition. If these 60 seconds pass and she's unable to fire for her run, she will not be able to compete. Brooklyn, I just got word. It looks like that truck will not be eligible to run in the competition. We're going to get word from our pit reporter, Hannah Newhouse, on exactly what's going on for Team Megalodon. Brooklyn, it looks like she's good to go. Give it up for Angelina Knock in Megalodon.
Give it up, Angelina Knock in Megalodon. Scan that QR code, judgeszone.com. Score now.
A victory indeed for Angelina Knock in Megalodon. A crazy, dramatic, cinematic moment as we wait and put her on the 60-second clock. She comes out of it and delivers a sky wheelie like this one. I have never seen a shark fly so high, but it's happening here in Barclays Center. We got the scores locked in. Let's check it out. The current score to beat right now is held by John Zimmer in Zombie. It's a score of a 7.959. The score for Angelina Knock in Megalodon is an 8.684. Brooklyn, we have a new leader. She's bringing magic to the track. Give it up for your next competitor, Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash.
Sparkle Smash is doing it in the air. Give it up one more time. Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash. Lock in your scores right now.
Brooklyn, I want you to keep up that electric energy for Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash. Coming in as the fearless competitor we know her to be. Check it out on the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. I love when Sparkle Smash decides it's time to party. It's happening here in a Barclays Center. We got the scores locked in. Let's check it out. The current score to beat right now is held by Angelina Knock in Megalodon. It's a score of an 8.684. And the score for Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash is... Brooklyn, we've got ourselves a new leader. Jamie Sullivan takes that first place spot with her score of a 9.566. Up next, he's got one foot in the gas, one in the grave. Give it up for Matt Cody in a Grave Digger.
Scoring is open. Make some noise for Matt Cody in Gravedigger. Judgeszone.com, lock in those scores right now.
A perfect Matt Cody Gravedigger Sky Wheelie coming out here, taking his time with the approach and pulling off a fantastic Sky Wheelie, knowing that he has got to raise the bar with the competition that has come here in the Sky Wheelie competition. Real big error. He's able to stick the landing, maintain control of his truck, but up against some tough competition. We got the scores locked in. Let's check it out. The score for Matt Cody in Gravedigger is... It's a solid score of an 8.637. Brooklyn, you decided that was good enough for third place. One final competitor to go in the Sky Wheelie competition. Prepare for takeoff. It's Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy. He's looking for those plane wings in the stands. There you go. Keep it up, Brooklyn. That's exactly what he wants.
Scoring is open. Scoring is open. Make some noise for Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy. Judgeszone.com. Score now. Score now.
Your JCB Racing winner earlier here today, coming in to close out the two-wheel skills for the Sky Wheelie competition here. Coming in with a great Sky Wheelie, real textbook. He goes up confident on that approach, but up against some really tough competition here. Just a few seconds left for you to lock in your scores at Judgeszone.com. Plain Crazy taking flight with his Sky Wheelie, hoping to knock out the rest of the competition. We got the score locked in. Let's check it out. The score for Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy is... It's a 5.786. Brooklyn, this means your winner of the Sky Wheelie competition is... Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash! Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash. It takes her very first Sky Wheelie win of the series here in Arena Championship Series Central, and she adds 8 points to her score.
And she is just packing racing in the girl power here at Barclays Center this weekend. An overall event win last night. Went out there and you sent the sky wheelie so hard you almost over-launched the pod. What was going through your mind when you went for that big jump?
You know, just like last night with that backflip, you know, coming out here for the sky wheelies, all we gotta do is put that pedal to the metal and just let her eat, and that's what I did out here. Hopefully you guys liked it. I heard you guys screaming up there, so just keep getting loud because we got freestyle coming up.
I was gonna say, I think they liked it with the score that they gave you there in the sky wheelies. You set the precedent yesterday with that backflip. How do you back that up in freestyle here today? What can we expect from you?
You know, it's definitely going to be tough to back that up, but you know what? These competitors out here, they're insane. You know, all these drivers, they are incredible. So we're going to come out here. We're going to leave this unicorn right here in the dirt for all you Brooklyn fans.
Let's hear for the girl power, Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash.
Well, that certainly is shaking up the overall event leaderboard. Take a look up at the video board for your BKT overall event point standings. Check it out because Jamie Sullivan in a Sparkle Smash has found her way to the top, making a two-way tie for first place. Both of those drivers holding out 18 points, Sparkle Smash and Terminal Velocity. But if you look here, check it out because it's Gravedigger, Crazy Train, and Megalodon and Plain Crazy. That is a four-way tie for third place. All four of those drivers holding out a total of 12 points. And then El Toro Loco finds himself in 7th place with a total of 11. Zombie with a total of 8 points in 8th place. But here in the competition, here in our event, we have one more competition still to come. Brooklyn, it could be your favorite. It's a lot of our Monster Jam fans' favorite. It's Monster Jam Freestyle. It's the absolute ultimate showdown of horsepower and destruction where all 8 of our drivers will have 75 seconds to wow and impress you. Each one of them must complete 15 seconds for a score. This is your final opportunity to score our Monster Jam superstars, and you do not want to miss the action that's to come in our freestyle competition coming up in just a few.
All right, Monster Jam fans, go ahead and take a look at the video board. It's time for the Monster Jam Helmet Shuffle. Pay attention to each one of these helmets. You're gonna follow that trophy all the way around. Make sure you follow it, pay attention really close, and at the end, you're gonna have to guess, as an arena, where that trophy lies. We've dropped those helmets. Follow the trophy. Let me know where you think it lands. Make sure you watch closely. It jumped around. Are you still paying attention? Do you follow it? What do we got, Monster Jam fans? I see twos. I see twos. I see a 1 right over there. Nobody thinks it's in 3. Nobody's, okay, so we got 2, 2, 2, 2. All right, let's figure it out. It's not under number 1. I already know some of y'all were wrong. It's not under number 3. And that's right. If you guess number 2, you get the bragging rights. You get a high five from me and all of us here at Monster Jam. Great job, guys. Monster Jam fans, it is now time for our final competition of the event, Monster Jam Freestyle. But I'm gonna need your help, so I've got some friends behind me that already have a head start. Go ahead and take your phones out, turn on that light. There we go, and follow my lead. Up, down, up, down, pa arriba, pa abajo, pa arriba, pa abajo. Stay on the beat. Monster Jam fans, this is the pinnacle of the event. This is Monster Jam Freestyle. Open. Give it up one more time, John Zimmer Sr. in Zombie. Go to judgeszone.com right now and lock in your score.
Hot out of the gate, starting our Monster Jam Freestyle the only way we know how. John Zimmer Sr. in Zombie, coming out here, proving exactly why he's been behind the wheel since 2006. He's able to fill the entire freestyle clock. We see him take advantage of all of the obstacles out on the pod. We saw him do some sky wheelies, some big air, clear the pod, speed involved as well. A great freestyle run to kick off the competition. We got the scores locked in. Let's check it out. The score for John Zimmer in Zombie is... It's a 6.790. That is your score to beat. Clear the waters. It's time for Angelina Knock in Megalodon. Get those shark attacks ready. She saw those jaws ready to chomp and take a bite out of the competition. Angelina Knock looking into the sea of fans in Barclays Center. There we go. Take a bite out of that competition for Team Megalodon. The clock is paused at 67 seconds. We're going to see if she can refire to fill the rest of her time here in the freestyle competition. Fingers crossed for Team Megalodon. Hopefully she's able to continue enough into that freestyle time to be eligible for a score. Waiting with bated breath at the edge of our seats for Team Megalodon. Will she get that go-ahead to refire? Brooklyn, I'm just getting word from our officials. Give it up one more time for Angelina Knock in Megalodon. We talked about that freestyle rule here, Brooklyn, and that is that every single driver is required to fill the first 15 seconds of their freestyle run. No matter how epic those first 15 seconds, they've got to move past that time on the clock to be eligible for a score. So Angelina Knock and Megalodon will not receive a score for freestyle, but I know Angelina Knock as a competitor and as a person, that is not the kind of run she wants to leave you guys with. She's fierce, she's driving it till she can't anymore. She pushed this truck to the absolute limit. So one more time, give it up for Angelina Knock in Megalodon.
Monster Jam fans, let's go ahead and take a look at the video board and see what our standings look like so far. All right, so our overall event leaderboard is as follows. We've got two Monster Jam trucks neck and neck right now, tied at 18 points. Sparkle Smash, your winner from last event, and then Terminal Velocity, our current points leader. We've got a tie for third place as well with Gravedigger and Crazy Train, tied with 12 points, battling neck and neck. And actually, you know what? Megalodon and Plain Crazy are also tied for third. We got El Toro Loco and Zombie rounding out the rest of the competition. Truly, with all of these ties, it is still anybody's event. Anybody's event to take that crown, aka the BKT overall event champion.
Brooklyn, buckle up, there might be some turbulence on this ride. Give it up for Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy.
Monster Jam fans, scoring is open, scoring is open. Give it up one more time, Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy. Go to judgeszone.com and lock in your scores.
A freestyle run full of controlled chaos here for Plain Crazy Montana Robbins. A really successful freestyle, able to fill the entire clock. We saw some big air during that freestyle. Check it out on the super glue, glued to the action replay. He's able to make use of different obstacles throughout his freestyle run. Some big air. We saw some two-wheel action as well. So sprinkling in those skills, he's looking for a top score. Lock in the scores now at judgeszone.com. We got the official score. Let's check it out. The score for Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy is... Brooklyn, we got a new leader, a 7.214.
All right, Monster Jam fans, we played some games, and I want to play one more game with all of you guys. Our Monster Jam superstars are going to show you some of their coolest moves, but I think you guys can do it better. This is the Monster Jam Copy Cam. First up, we got John Zimmer Jr. Let's see those moves, Monster Jams fans.
Carlos can do it. Brooklyn. Oh, we got it. If you see yourself on the cam, give it your best shot. There we go.
That was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, I think you guys did it better than John Zimmer Jr. But I think it's time to get back to more Monster Jam action. Brooklyn, you know what those bells mean. Let's make some noise for Matt Cody in Gravedigger.
Brooklyn, could he be lining up for the Morgan & Morgan backflip ramp? He's going for it.
Monster Jam fans, give it up for Matt Cody in Gravedigger.
Brooklyn, keep up that electric energy. What did you think of that backflip? Matt Cody tackles the Morgan & Morgan backflip the only way he knows how. That's 1 foot in the gas, 1 in the grave. Brooklyn, we got the scores locked in. The current score to beat right now in freestyle is held by Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy. It's a score of a 7.214. The score for Matt Cody in Gravedigger is a 9.770, a solid high score. Check out the super cool glued to the action replay, Brooklyn. Up over so much air, a forward momentum, landing on the pod, maintaining control, let alone pulling off this maneuver alone. He's proving exactly why he belongs behind the wheel of that black and green wrecking machine. Carlos, you're in the stands with the fans. It has got to be electric out there.
That's right. I'm over here with Oliver, and we were just talking about how crazy that moment was. Matt Cody is a wild driver. Are you having some fun today?
Yeah!
That's right. So I was talking to you earlier, and you said you were down to play a game. Is that right?
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. First, actually, do you have a favorite Monster Jam truck?
Yes.
Which one is it?
Playing crazy.
Playing Crazy. Can you show me the arms? No, that's what I'm talking about. Any other Playing Crazy fans? I see you guys. I see a couple around the arena. That's what I'm talking about. All right, man, you ready to play a game?
Yes.
Let's do this. So we're gonna watch the video board, and there's gonna be a driver that's gonna ask us a question, and then we gotta answer it right to get the prize.
Hey, Monster Jam fans, Montana Robbins here. It's time for some Monster Jam food. What are the Monster Jam truck body commands? A, steel. B, wood. C, toothpick. Or D, firewood.
Well, that's pretty darn cool. Thanks, Montana, for giving us that trivia question. You got a question from Montana Robbins himself. How cool is that? Do you think you know the answer already, or do you need some more time? You got the answer? Yeah? All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
D, fiberglass.
Fiberglass. All right, let's find out. Are you sure it's not toothpaste? Are you sure it's not toothpaste? It's fiberglass! That is correct. Great job, Oliver. And for getting it right, first of all, you get a high five. And then better than that, you get your own Monster Jam plushie. All right, guys, let's get back to more Monster Jam freestyle.
What's up, Brooklyn? It's time for freestyle.
The clock is paused at 47 seconds remaining in the freestyle run for Fernando Martinez and El Toro Loco. He refired!
Scoring is open. Scoring is open. Give it up one more time. Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco. Judgeszone.com, lock in your scores.
Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco, blowing smoke in the rest of the competition's face out here doing a Fernando freestyle. He's pushing it to the limits. I mean, we saw speed, we saw air, we got to even see some two-wheel moves in there. You can tell he's having a blast out on the track, and he's doing it all for you fans. So lock in your scores now, and if you missed it, take a look at the super glue glued to the action replay. An incredible save landing on all 4 BKT tires. Let's check out the score. The score for Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco is a solid score. It's an 8.135 right now. That's good enough for second place. Up next, make some noise for Triton Robbins in a Crazy Train. He's looking for those conductors.
One more time, make some noise for Triton Robbins in Crazy Train. Judgeszone.com, judgeszone.com, score now.
It's full steam ahead for Triton Robbins in a Crazy Train. Coming off a fantastic freestyle run. Looks like he's having an absolute blast out on the track. Super speedy from Triton. He's able to make those quick turns to get back up on the pod, launch that truck into the air. 1,500 horsepower, 12,000 pounds out there making it look easy. The rest of the competition, definitely one to watch. We got the scores locked in. The score for Triton Robbins in Crazy Train is, that's a 7.452 right now. That's good enough for third place. Up next, make some noise for John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. The clock is paused at 70 seconds for John Zimmer Jr. Sounds like he can refire.
one more time for John Zimmer Senior, Jr. in terminal velocity. Score now, score now.
John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity, doing a freestyle the only way he knows how. He adds in those two-wheel moves, those combos, and with his speed all combined, makes for a fantastic freestyle run. Brooklyn, I do not envy being a judge for this competition. These competitors are not making it easy on you, but give it up for John Zimmer Jr., terminal velocity. A tough job going so far down in the competition, but he manages to bring the heat. We got the scores locked in. Let's check it out. The score for John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity is a solid score. It's an 8.593. Right now, that's good enough for second place. Our final competitor is ready to bring some magic to the track. It's Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash. Brooklyn, we paused that clock at 46 seconds because like the rest of our 7 competitors, Jamie Sullivan not only deserves, but this girl needs a clear track for the destruction she's about to bring to the freestyle competition. She's literally driving this truck to pieces out on the track. We gotta clear that for her because this girl only does freestyle one way. And that is a fierce Jamie Sullivan Sparkle Smash way. She's bringing the magic back to the track. We're back in action.
Let's hear it one more time. Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash. You know the drill. Judgeszone.com. Score now, score now.
Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash, a successful freestyle run. She's able to fill that entire clock, and I'm always really amazed anytime that competitor has to stop the momentum, jump right back into it, and build that crescendo up again. But Jamie Sullivan does it no problem. She's out there making this stuff look easy. Locking those scores for Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash here, our final competitor in the freestyle competition. Let's take a look at the scores. The score for Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash is... It's a solid score of a 7.982. You thought that was good enough for 4th place. Brooklyn, that means your winner of the freestyle competition is... It's Matt Cody in Gravedigger. Matt Cody in Gravedigger adds 8 points to his overall score, but was it enough? Your overall event champion today earned 7 points in the JCB Racing competition, the two-wheel skills challenge, and the freestyle competition, with 4 points earned in the Sky Wheelie competition, and a total of 25 overall event points. Your overall event champion is... Brooklyn, it's John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity takes that overall event win for the 4th time here this season. Living proof that consistency is key. He's able to stay in that 2nd place spot every single competition, proving that nothing takes out consistency. Give it up for him one more time, John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. This is the unpredictable magic of Monster Jam. John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity did not win a single competition here today, yet he's the lucky one to hold that trophy. Give it up one more time, Terminal Velocity.
Well, Keaton, sometimes consistency is key, and that's exactly what we saw from John Zimmer Jr. here this afternoon. I know you wanted to get those competition wins, but to end up here on top with the overall event win, how excited are you to add another one to the resume?
It feels really good. I might not have been able to win any competitions, but I was just good enough to get good enough scores to keep taking 2nd place, and that's fine by me. I'm keeping this series lead. Sitting on top of the leaderboard, got other 7 amazing Monster Jam drivers chasing me down. Another win in the book right here, taking it home.
Gets to pat the points lead just a little bit more. Barclay Center put it together for your overall event winner here this afternoon. That is John Zimmer Jr.
A big congratulations to John Zimmer Jr. and the entire team of Terminal Velocity as they crown themselves the overall event champion. And you know what, Carlos, what an electric vibe that Brooklyn brings. Nothing like being here for the first time in Barclays Center. I mean, you probably had a blast out there.
It was so cool just to be out here. The fact that it came down literally to the last competition to decide who was our champion tonight, can't get any better than that.
And you know what? We saw that crazy backflip from Matt Cody. You know, it is a crazy event, but the reason that it was because of our Monster Jam fans. So we want to thank each and every one of you for coming out, being a part of Monster Jam history, being a part of our event here in Barclays Center. We're so happy you decided to come out with us today. Don't forget, you got to stop at our Monster Jam merchandise stands out in the concourse as a way to bring a piece of Monster Jam home with you. And we want to see you at Monster Jam World Finals this year. Book your 4th of July trip. We want to see you in Salt Lake City. We got tickets on sale right now. On behalf of my co-hosts, Hannah Newhouse, Carlos Sparks, I'm Keaton Stewart, and we'll see you at the next Monster Jam.